What is happening? J Gaming Dude here, and it's that time of the month where at the end of every month I make a video on what I've played and platinumed for the month, and these videos get very little to no viewership whatsoever, but I still like to make them as sort of like an update to what my gaming has been like for the past month or so. And this month is actually going to be very short compared to a lot of the games that I played in April, because there's only 3 games that I'm going to be talking about today. First and foremost is Genshin Impact. I have gotten back onto Genshin because at launch I only played it for like 20 minutes back when it came out in 2020, and then beyond that never really touched it until after I got into Honkai Star Rail. So I've hopped back into Genshin, started working my way through the story for each of the regions and earning the trophies along the way. Now of course I have completed Inazuma's story and I'm working through my way through the story in Sumeru, but I haven't actually earned any of the trophies in that region because those ones cover Series 4, Series 5 and Series 6 of those trophies. So these are all Sumeru trophies, including Series 6, and then after that it's Fontaine if I remember correctly. But I think more than anything else I'm still trying to clear up the last couple of trophies that I've got for Inazuma. This one here is for reaching the max level for not Statues of the Seven, but rather max reputation level in Inazuma, and the other is for finishing Tokyo Tales, which I only have 1 page left for volume 5, so there's that. So these are just a series of collectibles, but yeah, simple stuff, nothing too difficult. And of course there is 1 trophy left that I have in Genshin Impact proper, which is getting Down We Go number 3, which is for clearing floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss, which I have yet to get back to. But yeah, so that's Genshin Impact. Gems of War. Now the only reason why this game is here specifically is because a new update dropped that added 2 new trophies, one of which I unlocked on the day that the update happened, and another of which I am halfway through, I want to say. So yeah, it's all PvP related, which is joining an alliance in PvP. And of course, there are these things called citadels, which have newly been introduced, where they become vulnerable for a short period of time. And while these citadels are vulnerable, you can fight 4 PvP battles, and then the 5th battle will be against the Citadel Guardian. So you will need to fight at least 40 PvP battles and 10 Citadel Guardians, so that's 50 battles total to earn this single silver trophy. And you are limited in how many fights you can do per day, and you can increase that limit by paying real money. But of course you're more likely to lose, because I feel like a lot of PvP builds are specifically made to try and bash your head against the wall just to try and get through it. But if you're able to get through it with a really good team and you're confident, you can pay more money to get more fights, but I digress. Yeah, so not a fun time when it comes to PvP updates. So yeah, Genshin Impact, just kind of, slowly playing through the story a little bit each day. Gems of War just popping in for the new update and trying to earn those 2 new trophies that have been added on. And finally we have Fortnite. The reason or at least what most of my time has been put into this month, not because of the battle royale, but rather earning the platinum requires you to play the Save the World mode, which is where all of the trophies come from for this particular game. Playing through the game's story is incredibly long. The game itself is actually not all that good. The gunplay kind of completely sucks. There's some real arbitrary RPG nonsense that's going on. So with me complaining a lot about how it's actually not a particularly good game, you might be asking, well then why am I playing through it? And the simple answer to that question is that because so many people play the Battle Royale and so few people play through the actual Save the World mode where all the trophies are from, it increases or rather decreases the rarity. Okay, it makes the trophies significantly rarer as a result, because so many people have played it, but very few people have actually earned the trophies. And by earning the platinum on PSN profiles, it's exceptionally rare while being not particularly difficult to do. It's just really time consuming, and so for that reason I've kind of just thought, okay, I can earn a bunch of really easy, albeit incredibly rare trophies that do take a decent amount of grinding. And on top of that, if I pop the platinum for the PS5 version, I can just shift over to the PS4 version, unlock all the trophies there by just booting up the game, and then doing the same on like the other PS4 version. So I say between the two PS4 versions, the EU version of the game has its own set of trophies, as does the North American version of the game. So I could just jump onto my US account, download the game, and then pop all the trophies there, because all of my trophies are on the EU list, because that's kind of where our region technically falls under, I suppose. But yeah, so an incredibly time-consuming game, specifically relating to a handful of Chivos in the game that go alongside playing 1,000 missions under the Play With Others category, killing 20,000 mist monsters, which are kind of like mini bosses in a way, albeit that they can be incredibly weak at times, fully exploring 1,500 zones. So every time you go into a mission and you fully explore the map, that'll be 1 towards the 1,500. These 3 trophies are going to take an exceptional amount of time. And Guardian Angel, which is saving 10,000 survivors in successful missions. And finally, the last grindy trophy, which is building 500,000 structures in successful missions. And of course, the reason why they stipulate successful missions is if you fail a mission, whatever you've done during that mission does not count to any of the trophies, because you failed the mission. So a lot of that is pretty much mentioned in the trophy descriptions, as well as the missions within the game, because they can be tracked within the actual game as of a more recent update that occurred. Though, with all that being said, this was a very short one and a very sort of laissez-faire kind of video, so let me know what you guys think about the games that I've tackled. And the reason why I'm also playing through Fortnite is because it is not only an incredibly rare and incredibly time-consuming platinum, but it's a platinum that can be made, like, you can be really proud of because of the amount of effort required to go through it. And also, if you know about PSN profiles, you do have trophy milestones, and so I wanted Fortnite to be my 250th platinum. So as you can see the numbers above, you've got platinum. So I've got 249 platinums with 1,317 gold, 2,601 silver, and 7,200 bronze. That 250th platinum is going to be Fortnite. That's why I'm kind of going through it, and at the moment I'm only halfway through Canny Valley, and then all that's left will be Twine Peaks to finish the story. And then after I finish the story, it's just grinding out the remaining bits and pieces sort of here and there, which are specifically those last trophies that I mentioned. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 200 subs by the end of the year, and with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.